Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to the Vintage Story Guide. We are back in our apparently vegan kingdom, and we are vegan not by choice, but because we can't get any animals to come and join us in our paradise. Oh well, but look at that black bear swimming in the water over there. He was checking out those pumpkins a minute ago. Not sure we can see them with YouTube compression, but whatever, there they are. Anyway, we are back in the world after having built out our passageway up to the top of this mountain here, this sort of spire, which actually, this sort of gave me some ideas for what we should call our mountain. Because we had a name for our old home, Lupine Ridge. I think it's time that we come up with a name for this place, and I was thinking, one, this mountain, or this mountain range, is absolutely crisscrossed with silver-containing quartz veins. So I was thinking that we could call this place the Silver Mountains. And this giant spire could be the Argent Spear. Because look at how it sticks up from the ground, and it is just this tall, huge, spiky point of rock that is vaguely silver from being granite, which I guess would be just non-shiny silver, aka gray, and it is just a big old spear sticking up out of the ground. So I thought that would be a pretty cool name to call our home here. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, today I think we need to focus on what we're going to be doing with the Argent Spear, or our smithy atop. And by the way, I have some new ideas for what to do up there, but that's going to come in a later episode, because I want to go out on an adventure today, because we've been doing a lot of around the house stuff in the past few episodes, and I want to go and get materials that we're going to use both for building as well as for what we're going to be, smithing up there. Because over here in these chests, we have all of our smithing materials. Oh, we do have tin. Sweet. I forgot about that. And honestly, this isn't a whole lot. I mean, this is a respectable start, but, one, we have no iron whatsoever, and we're going to want some of that. And we're kind of missing a lot of things like bismuth and, actual quantities of sphalerite for making, brass, and it would just be nice to fill out our repertoire of minerals. In addition, we also should probably think about getting some materials to make the refractory furnace, and that's kind of going to be on the way, I think. Where is my coal? There it is. Because we want to get that going, and we're also going to go, I think, down to our sandstone mine. It's way down here. But down here we found a whole bunch of stuff. We found ilmenite, we found copper, we found gold, we found olivine with peridot in it, and that is all going to be very useful. And we might even find some hematite if we're lucky, because we have, if I can get there you are, poor hematite is the second listed thing here. So we could find some iron around here. So that would be a kind of cool one-stop shop for basically everything we need. Actually, that is kind of everything we need now that I think about it. Cool. So before we do that, we want to bring along some better tools. While I would make a bunch of meteoric iron pickaxes, I think for the purposes of saving space, I'm just going to bring some steel pickaxes instead. And I know I didn't want to make too many more, but we have 48 more steel ingots, which is more than enough to keep this repaired in the long run, and have some more steel for the occasional tool. And especially once we get our refractory or cementation furnace up and going, or up and running, then we will have the ability to make more steel. Of course, only 16 at a time, but that's okay. I need food. Now that we have food, I'm going to work on making us some more steel pickaxes, and then I think we want to make a couple mining bags, which I know means making a lot of plates, but I'll survive somehow, I suppose. And actually, while this is heating up, I wanted to reciprocate a shout-out. I have been catching up on some of my usual playlists, and I've been watching a lot of Rakoona's Vintage Story Let's Play recently, and a couple episodes ago he gave me a shout out in his video, so I wanted to return the favor. So if you're enjoying my Vintage Story content and you want more, and you would like a very funny, very well edited Let's Play from someone who is kind of learning the ropes as they go, check out the channel. I am putting it in the video description, and I'll put it on screen now. Well, it looks like these are about ready to work, so I'm going to get to it, and I will see all of you on the other side. What the heck? How did you get in here? Anyone else? Yeesh. Okay, with those plates made, let's find where I put the stuff, which should be here. And we're going to make 2 mining bags, which is done with the bronze plates, like so. Alright. And then, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring along materials for making ore bombs, because we have some black coal, and we have some saltpeter somewhere. Here you are, fertilizer, right. So let's bring along, yeah, some of this. And we need quite a bit of saltpeter to make that, okay. Wonder, we need to go get sulfur first, okay. Well, we know where there's some sulfur, and what we can do is maybe we can just either bring or even make a quern along the way. It's probably the easiest thing to do. So you know what? I'll just bring along 1 quern. Problem solved. Okay, well let's go ahead and we are going to redo our inventory so we can actually carry everything that we have with us. And I will leave these here. Leave you. And we will slot you, and that means we can move all of this junk down into here. And by junk, I mean, you know, mining tools and things. You know. I think we will leave our meteoric pickaxe here, and we'll just bring all steel, because we want to save space as much as we can. And I think we can put you in there too. And let's go ahead and eat this. We will bring along another crock full of food. And I think that should be everything we need to get this started. We have our mining gear, we have our stuff to make bombs once we get the sulfur, which includes this linen here. We have our pickaxes, we have our quern, I think ready. So let's go. Okay, so the first place we're going to go is right down in, where were you? Here. We have a deep lake with sulfur in the water, and we're going to go and get some of that. Probably about a stack. Didn't I get sulfur before? I did not. So yeah, so we're going to go into that lake and grab some sulfur, and then we'll bring it with us. So just word of warning to anybody with deep water issues, we're going to be going into deep, scary, spooky lake in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Haha, just kidding. I forgot a chest to bring to put on my back for later. So, yep, that's me. Don't mind me, just doing my thing. Forgetting stuff. Bring you... Oh, we can bring some doors finally for our little place. Okay, so now we're going to go into the lake in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blam! Into the water we go. And here is our sulfur right here. Let's get a pickaxe. Let's get into here real quick while we can. And aside from that... Ah, there we go, we can breathe. This doesn't seem to be a very thick sulfur deposit, but let's go ahead and get probably just as much as we can, because I don't want to have to come back here and do this again. And I suspect that those of you who don't like deep water would probably feel the same way. So that's what we'll do. Let's clear that up, and that should, in theory, give us a nice, funny barrier between us and any water. Okay, so that seems to be all the sulfur that was in that deposit. So I'm going to... Yep, sorry, I'm going to spook around this place for a bit and look for some more. If I can. Ooh, get some green trails behind us. And yep, it is very spooky. But supposedly, this lake does have a lot of sulfur in it. It's going to be hard to find. Sphalerite. There is a second lake up here that I think may have more. What do you have? That's not the right lake. There we go. So supposedly in this chunk here, we may have more sulfur. Lignite. Ah, there's that. This sandstone runs due. Black coal. So there's some black coal right down here. I'm not going to collect it, but I will mark it. Sulfur, medium amounts. Sign me up. Oh. Not quite what I wanted. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's a sulfur. How did you get in here? Oh, you walked up, didn't you? Yep, go away. Oh, you came from there. How nifty. And this has brown coal. And more sulfur, okay. And more friends. Hey, buddy. Well, you know what? I'm going to say don't mind if I do. We're just going to go ahead and grab this sulfur here. I'm actually kind of glad that I brought the steel with me because it'll be nice to just mine this more quickly, I think. The sooner we're out of here, the better, I would say. Okay, everyone, it is morning and we are out of that pit. Hello. Anyway, let's get back on course. We got about a stack and 3/4 of sulfur, which will be about a little over 3 stacks of ground sulfur. So that will be plenty for our needs today. Let's get over the hills here and over past the panda to our little mining outpost. I'm a little wary of this panda. I did come across a panda a while back that was... It had been hurt because it was drowning, because apparently they forgot how to swim. And it decided that I was the reason it was drowning, and it really, really hated that. And thereby hated me. Alright, here we are, and our first order of business is doors. Let's get rid of these stupid things and put some doors in place. That is so much better. Ah. My spirit can rest easy now. And let's drop a torch here for the time being, temporarily. And we'll drop our quern in there. It's getting a little more crowded than I like, but whatever. And I think we'll also No, we will not put down our crock because it is actually still bad for preservation because this is not closed off. Oh well. Well, I'm going to start grinding some of this. Probably just, I don't know, maybe not even that many. Yeah, there we go. And I will see all of you on the other side of this grinding process. And we are off, everyone, heading down into the mines, where we are going to put to use some of these ore blasting bombs, although not for the ilmenite because this stuff is kind of rare, so I don't want to risk losing any of it. So we're going to pick all these up, and I'm going to dig out the ilmenite by hand. One, so we can possibly get some of the crystals, but also because I don't want to lose the, I think, 10% penalty from using the ore bombs. So I will see you all on the other side of this, and then we'll descend deeper into our mines to all the riches that lie beneath our feet. Okay, so that was all the ilmenite, and we got almost 2 stacks and 2 crystallized chunks of medium ilmenite. That is a pretty good deal. Oh, I wanted to also take a quick tippy tap to see if there's any iron nearby. I don't think we're quite deep enough for iron, but we could always find out. Let's see what we got here. So, bismuth and ilmenite. Nothing nearby. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat, and let's start descending. And I think our next stop is going to be, I think the... Oh no, it's you. So I do want to go into this a little bit, not just for the gold, but because we are going to need some more quartz for crushing in our future pulverizer. So I want to get a little bit of this while we're here, and if we come across some gold or even some crystals along the way, I will not be a sad camper indeed. So I'm going to get working on this, and I will see you all on the other side of this mining endeavor. And we will dump all of the clear quartz as well. Hey, there we go. Hematite, more ilmenite. We have the olivine. Olivine. That is a great find. Okay. Cool. So, well, what do you think about leaving temporarily for a bit? That's fine. I haven't actually found much gold yet. It might not actually have a ton here, so that's fine though. We did find one poor gold here that I'm probably just going to... Ooh, I think I have to do it. I have to do it. Gotta get my sample. I may leave it here while we're still digging around though. Okay, great. Alright, well, I'm going to sort of, I guess, work on this a bit, see if we get any more gold, get a little bit more quartz, and then I will head upstairs and recuperate my temporal stability, and then we'll head farther down where there is some olivine and some copper, get some of that, and then we'll head over here and see what we can find as far as hematite and the extra ilmenite go. I don't actually know if ilmenite spawns in... What does spawn in the green stone? Okay. Cool. Good to know. Maybe we can get some rich. That would be excellent. Anyway, I can't really jump in here, but I will see you all in a little bit. Okay, everyone, it is sort of the next... Well, it's the same evening, I guess. About 11 o'clock, and I went through a section of 4-block tall quartz. And I kept finding readings of gold and silver, but I guess they were on the left and right because I did not run across any here. And today is not really a main gold-silver finding mission. I just wanted quartz so we can grind it up later for our cementation furnace. I think what I'm going to do next is before we go down to the copper, let's see if we can locate these deposits of iron and... Was it ilmenite here? Let's find out again. Where are the... Okay, so hematite is that way somewhere. And the ilmenite is probably closer to where we are here. So let's dig up and down after we do left and right. So let's go ahead and do this. Ilmenite is large. Got the olivine. Ilmenite very large, so maybe let's just start here. We'll go up first. Ilmenite very... oh, it's literally right there. Okay, well, let's go up, and I'm going to mine that out and get that going on, if I can get up there, after I drop a single stone right here. There we go, keep the creepy crawlies out of our business. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get all this dug out and ready to take back with us. And then we'll see if we can find that hematite. Okay, so that is all sealed up and done, and we got, wow, over 2 stacks of ilmenite, again medium, and 1 crystallized chunk. That's good to have. Let's go out this way, and we will, the backdrop of the creepy music starting up, we will once again set out to find out where this hematite is. I think we need to go probably a few more blocks out because, ooh, I don't like that too much. Let's just block this off a bit, shall we? Yeah, you guys aren't my favorite. Let's go ahead and see what is here. Do we have the huge reading? Hematite small. So I think we were about back here. We got huge. Huge amounts. Okay, so we were probably either up or down from here. Let's try up first. We are still huge. Let's go down from here. There's more olivine right there. This one is no iron, so it is above us, that's for sure. Okay. Well then, let's go up and see what we find. Oh, it's right there. Awesome. Okay. So this is bound to be a pretty big deposit. I am inclined to not spend my life mining this out, so I'm thinking that this would be a good place to start using our ore bombs. Well, maybe not right next to our ladder. That'd be a bad idea. There we go. So let's go ahead and we will just start with, oh, I don't know, one of you and some of you. Get you off the bar, maybe even leave you on the bar. And let's start right here. Oh, hello, copper. Okay. I guess we're taking some of that home too, aren't we? Boom. Please tell me this did not. It did open into something here. I really didn't want that. I'm gonna patch that up. And we may have to figure out something for this particular issue. But there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and basically keep doing this for a little while until our inventory is full, and then I'll go up and dump it and we'll do it all over again. I would kind of like to just get this stuff all mined out while we're here, and then if we have to make multiple trips to bring it all home, then that is fine by me. The important thing is to get this all done before we start spawning like bells and things down here, because that would be a real pain in the butt. Anyway, that is my plan. I'm gonna get to it. Today I learned that bells can spawn in 1 block high holes. Wonderful! I love it. And we got Quirky Tavern again. would kind of like something different sometime soon. Let's just get all of these sorted out then, shall we? And I got some stuff that I don't really need. Would very much prefer to have my lantern. Alright, and gears, metal scraps can stay. Bye. Okay, back to work. I need to stone this real soon or I'm gonna get worse stuff here in a minute. Such fun, bells. Not creepy at all. Nope. Not those guys. Just friendly and fuzzy, you know. Like bells are. So I have been blasting here for a little while. And we're down to 29 bombs left, down from I think 48, was it? I think it was 48. And we have what I would consider stupid amounts of iron at the moment. But I wanted to show you what else I just stumbled across, which is right here. More titanium ore. So we're going to get this after we're done blasting here. And I did sort of break through into this little area again, that sort of path. I haven't seen anything interesting up there. I took a peek. I have not seen anything that really interests me as far as exploration goes. And lots of friends. No more bells under here yet, though. Anyway, same as last time, I'm not going to get every last scrap of iron. I do want to sort of get everything that is worth getting from the perspective of, is it worth bombing? So I'm not going to chase out every little pocket, but I will get as much as makes sense given that I've been here for, about an hour at this point, I think. Anyway, I'll bring you all back if I find anything else interesting. Otherwise, I will see you all when we are down and mining olivine. Okay, so slight deviation from the plan. I maybe kind of ran out of food. We have one last meal, but that is not going to last us this whole time. So I'm just going to go and get some mushrooms, and maybe I might zap a couple pigs and cook their meat up on a fire pit, because I didn't bring a cooking pot with me, which is kind of unusual for me. I think I mentioned before that I like to travel with a cooking pot, but I had 6 or 7 meals when we started this, and I kind of figured, hey, I won't need any more, right? Right? So, yeah, I think we're going to maybe give these pigs a hard time. And by hard time, I mean barbecue time! Alright, guys, let's roll. We'll do you. Yep, sorry, buddy. And like that, we have lunch. Okay, I have food cooking upstairs, and now we're gonna head down to here. We have a lot. A 3-block tall area of nothing but olivine. And this is going to be our next project. And I think I am, in the interest of time, I'm going to be a little careful about not destroying potential crystal areas, but I'm not going to sort of do the comb type search that I did before. So we're going to go ahead and we are just going to, I guess we will start a little farther out than this because we're going to destroy our ladders if I light a bomb over here. I'm just doing right here. And we should still get plenty of peridot gems from this, because as I recall, the bombs, while they destroy crystals, they don't necessarily destroy gems at any greater rate than they do regular ores. So yeah, we'll lose 10% of them, but they are just peridots, and we don't really have a use for them aside from selling at the moment, so yeah. But I will try to dig out the ones that I see, just in case we lose them. But yes, I'm going to be doing this for a little while. I want to probably fill up our bags and maybe do it a second time before we call it quits. And then we will start packing things up to take it all home. Okay, we are coming back up with, if I can hit the right button, quite a haul. And we got a good number of Peridot gems too, so it's some easy money from artisans. And sounds like our food is still cooking here. My. Reasons why I don't like cooking meat on things. Very wasteful. So here is everything we've gotten so far. Let's go ahead and open you, and we'll open you. So what we have here is we have several stacks of ilmenite. We have these two, both medium, and the chunk, or the crystallized chunk. We have two more stacks and change, and another chunk of crystal. One piece of gold, which I'm not going to bring with us. I decided against getting more copper, because there is one more copper deposit down below the olivine, but we got 3 stacks and change of medium copper ore, so I think we're good. I'm not going to need super duper tons of copper. I mean, I also don't maybe need super duper tons of hematite, but we'll see. But yeah, so we got like over a dozen, maybe even a dozen and a half stacks of hematite. I'm not even counting them. Actually, I could just do that easily, couldn't I? So, yep, we're going to say 18, 20 stacks of hematite, all rich. So that is pretty cool. We also got a smattering of sulfur, and which we can use to make more bombs, among other things. And we got a little bit of quartz to take home with us to prepare for making our refractory furnace. And lastly, we also got several stacks of olivine. We'll probably only need, I think, like 5 or 6 for the refractory furnace, so the rest we could put to use as green glass, which would be pretty cool, I think. Going to go ahead and leave these bones here, and these hides, don't need those. And I also, ooh, here we go. And leave the fat, too. As much as I love fat, I do not need it. Well, everyone, it has been a crazy, crazy mining day for me. I have been mining for, at this point, about an hour and a half to 2 hours, I think. And it is time for me to go and bring all this home, which will take another probably half an hour to do. So I want to probably make 3 trips. I want to get as much of all the good stuff back as we can and leave all of the green rocks here. So with that being said, I think that is about all we have time for in this episode of the Vintage Story Guide. I hope you enjoyed coming on this little adventure with me to find such bounty in this one mineshaft we dug next to our quarry for, what was it, sandstone and bauxite, I believe? So, yeah, sandstone and bauxite. So, yes, it has been a wild ride today. We have gotten so much stuff, and it's crazy to think about just how much we're even leaving in the earth. There is still more down there. It's nuts, I'm telling you. It's crazy. Anyway, look forward in the next couple episodes to finishing out our smithy and getting that up and running, and I have some new ideas to share with you all regarding that, so keep an eye out for those. As always, my name has been Corazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.